Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Fresh, and I am back again bringing you guys another great addition to Versus FIFA. In today's episode, I'm going to be comparing Samuel Eto'o and Daniel Sturridge. Which one of these players should you buy? Now, looking at the base cards, they're both very pacey. Eto'o, 91 pace, Sturridge with 90 pace. They kind of have some similar stats, including like dribbling and shooting wise. They're not too far off from each other, even on the heading stats. And Eto'o goes for about 42,000 coins on the PS3 and 30,000 on the Xbox. However, Sturridge goes for 8,400 coins on the PS3 and 7,500 on the Xbox. So which one of these is worth your money? Should you go for the more expensive Samuel Eto'o, or should you go for the cheaper Daniel Sturridge? We're going to go ahead and figure out which player is right for you. So we're going to go ahead and start off with Samuel Eto'o. Really nice skill attributes, 90 dribbling and 90 finishing and 89 dribbling really stood out to me. Also, that 88 shot power is very great with the 87 volleys. Really great skill attributes overall for a striker. High medium work rates, 3-star weak foot, and 4-star skill moves, and his physical attributes are just amazing. 86 jumping is really great for those headers, and he just has pace. 85 for the attacking positioning, and I believe that was 83 for aggression. So really nice overall stats for Eto'o. And first off, his shooting was spectacular. I got a double hat trick. I made the guy rage quit. That's how good it was. I mean, I was genuinely shocked when this guy really got me a double hat trick, because I don't score those every game. So I was like, Eto'o was just on fire. When it comes to him being in the box, he is going to finish it 90% of the times. I absolutely hate going against him because I know the damage he does. Because he does finishes like that with ease. He has no problem doing that whatsoever. And I mean, he just scores so many goals. It is absolutely ridiculous. So really great shooting. He even scored me like a kind of like a medium range long shot type of goal. So you can kind of see the potential in there with his long shots too, especially because he does have that high shot power. Now he does have great dribbling on him. 88 dribbling and 83 ball control was really great. I definitely felt that on the card, and it makes things so much better because he has that 4-star skill move. So even when you're it just makes things so much easier because you can just dribble in and out of defenders, and then you can pull out some skill moves. So he's really great when it comes to getting in between defenders. And not only that, when it comes to through balls, this guy is just overpowered because he has that pace. He is definitely rapid on that ball, people. I mean, he is extremely fast when it comes to him running. Like when I spam over the top through balls, this guy always outruns the defender that is marking him. So he is really great when it comes to abusing that mechanic, just because he can just pace abuse with him. Now, honestly, I kind of did that with him, to be honest. Just pace abuse him. Look at that right there. Just really just ran through the entire defense, and that was a shot I was talking about, the medium range type long shot. So I mean, he has really great pace. Then he also has some decent heading too, 75 heading. I don't think I scored any headers, but he has scored headers against me, so I can see that with 85 jumping or 86 jumping, and he's like 5'11". So I mean, you could definitely see him making headers, and it's kind of a pain in the ass because when I play against him, he always scores headers against me. But nevertheless, Eto'o was a very great card. I absolutely loved using him. Even with his 3-star weak foot, I did manage to score a couple of nice goals, like that finesse shot right there. So, I mean, he was an absolute pleasure to use. His right foot was just deadly. But even then, I did manage to score a couple of goals on his left foot. And overall, I mean, he is just really overpowered. He's overpowered just like how he was on FIFA 13, absolute beast. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to Daniel Sturridge. Now, Daniel Sturridge's in-game stats, they don't look as good as Eto'o. However, he does have 87 dribbling, 86 finishing, 85 shot power, so that is pretty decent, but not as good as Eto'o's. But they both do have that 3-star weak foot and the 4-star skill move, so that is pretty good. And the physical stats, I mean, they're pretty much similar also, except the fact that Eto'o has 85 jumping. And finally, his attacking positioning is 81, so that is pretty decent overall. Now, his stats might not look like the most impressive, but on the pitch, it says something completely different. First off, this guy is just OP. OP to the max, just like how he was in FIFA 13. He is the exact same in FIFA 14. Take this shot for instance. I don't understand how in the hell did Sturridge score that. I'm like, how did the goalie not save that? Absolutely insane shot. And I know I told you guys that Eto'o managed to get a double hat trick. Well, Sturridge managed to do the same thing, but in his first game for me. So absolute, he's just amazing, pretty much to say. His finishing is superb. Whether you're going to take far post shots, near post shots, finesse shots, any type of shot, Daniel Sturridge will make it. I mean, he does it with ease. He makes it look easy. He makes it seem like I can go out right now, go into a football pitch and just do it, even though I really can't. But he is just that good on the game. When it comes to finishing in the box, he is simply spectacular. He is just as OP. His 77 shooting is honestly a lie. Now, as far as long shots are going, he has some decent long shots. You know, I didn't get any shots like how I did with Eto'o. However, I did manage to get this nice little shot that it rolled on the ground, and for some reason the goalie just wasn't able to save it. So nevertheless, really great shooting inside and outside the box. Now, dribbling wise, Eto'o definitely won that one. You know, Sturridge does have some good dribbling, but Eto'o's dribbling is just a bit better. You know, it felt a bit more fluid than Daniel Sturridge's. However, Daniel Sturridge does have that 4-star skill moves too, so that does also help out his case. You know, that's pretty much why they're similar, because like even though Sturridge doesn't have as great dribbling, the skill moves definitely help him out with some of the skillers out there that know how to get in and out of those defenders. Now, heading wise, Sturridge has some great heading on him. I didn't score any with Eto'o, but I did manage to score 1 or 2 with Sturridge, I believe, so I was definitely impressed with that. And it says 70 on the card, and it kind of feels just a bit more just because he is taller than Eto'o. Even though his jumping isn't that high, his height plays a part in him scoring headers, so I will give Sturridge that. Now, both of these players are very pacey. You know, Sturridge with 90 pace, Eto'o with 91 pace. You're not going to see too much of a difference. So as far as Sturridge is concerned, I mean, I just really just pace abuse with him and spammed over the top through balls just like how I did with Eto'o, because when those through balls come in, Sturridge just isn't going to fail because he's just going to outrun his defenders all the time. But with this case, Sturridge is stronger than Eto'o. Eto'o with like 63 strength, it was okay, but Sturridge's strength definitely helped me out a bit more because he was able to hold off some of those other defenders. Now, on to the verdict. Eto'o definitely gets a 5 out of 5 when it came to rating and value because he was absolutely fantastic on the pitch, and 30,000 coins for him on the Xbox really was a great price because this guy is extremely overpowered. And Sturridge also gets a 5 out of 5 when it comes to rating and value just because he goes for so cheap and he's extremely overpowered. Now, which one of these guys should you get? And I'm telling you guys, this was a very tough decision for me to make. But I'm going to have to go with Daniel Sturridge. Daniel Sturridge was fantastic for me. You know, I absolutely loved him. I was going to go with Eto'o at first because he was doing work. But when I decided to use Sturridge again, he just proved to be just as great of a player, but he is cheaper. So I would go with Sturridge just because he's going for like a fraction of the price that Eto'o was going for. But nevertheless, both of these guys are extremely fantastic. And if you can get them, I mean, you can get them both on Ultimate Team because they're just really great players. You know, you don't see too much of a difference shooting wise, but the price definitely makes Daniel Sturridge just that much better of a player. But anyways, guys, this is Fresh. I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Versus FIFA. Let me know anything that I can do to make this series more better and entertaining for you guys. And let me know down in the comments below which 2 players you want me to play against next. I believe my next one is going to be with Ozil and David Silva. But let me know any other suggestions down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.